A little farther up into northern Indian River County. That's where our John Shainman is today, and there was some severe damage there, actually to a Goodwill store. John, what's the latest as you assess the damage in Sebastian?
Yeah, Kelly, there was quite a bit of damage as we drove around the city today. Now, Hurricane Matthew may have shown us a little bit of goodwill, but not necessarily to this Goodwill store. You can see the facade completely ripped off, and tonight many people are still in the dark. Along Indian River Drive, deputies making sure no one drives into several low-hanging wires. And along George Street, Amy Silberling has no power.
We're trying to find out if anyone's called that in.
That is a tree limb dangling precariously on a power line.
All of those Australian pines, supposedly every time there's a windstorm and they touch the wires.
Down the block, power's back to half the block, just not the side of the street Sherry and Daryl Harris live on. Sherry was worried about the big oak tree when they came home this morning.
I said, oh, it's standing, and my husband's like, no, part of it's across the street. And I'm like, yeah.
Part of the massive oak ended up blocking the road for quite a while.
We're just grateful that it's not on the house because that was my biggest fear. And I was like, well, we'll go home and there's been nothing left.
While Sherry and Daryl are in one piece, she found one other positive now that the tree is in pieces.
And I said, you don't have to worry about the limb that the recycle truck kept hitting because now it's on the ground.
Talking power outages right now, as of 3 p.m., 55% of Florida Power and Light customers still out in Indian River County, 52% of Vero Beach municipal utilities waiting to get reconnected. Now, again, so that shows you that the utility companies have gotten almost half their customers back online within a day. Now, a true indicator, though, of life returning to normal quickly, look at the other side of this shopping center. A Publix has reopened. Not only this Publix, we also saw the Publix down at US 1 and Barber Street also open for business. Coming up all new at 6 o'clock, a resident shows us why he is so glad that he slept somewhere else last night. We're live in northern Indian River County. John Shainman, WPTV News Channel 5. Kelly?
John, thanks so much. You know, as we were coming up here today to come interview Grace, we saw a convoy of power trucks going south on I-95. Always a good sign after a storm to see the convoy of power trucks. So coming up in a little bit on News